Prater ready to get this one going. And we're underway at Hard Rock. To return, here's Raheem Mostert. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the fifth-year lefty out of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
Receiver in motion, headed right. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Now a moment to check out his numbers catching that football last week. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's Tagovailoa. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it up to the 44. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's Tua again. Escapes the pocket. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Tagovailoa off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, 1st sack on the board on the 1st drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Cardinals going nickel here, 3rd down. Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Aubrey puts it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Here's Greg Dortch with the return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. So here come the Cardinals now as they get set for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the 60-year pro and former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, Kyler Murray.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. It's Connor again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete. Just couldn't get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Blitz coming here, Brock. It's Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's got him, that's McBride. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They snap it to Murray. That is complete. McBride on the slant. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line. First and 10. Murray has a man. That's Greg Dortch. And they take him down right along the 30.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Back to the air, Murray. McBride hauls it in. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. All set up now for first and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. And a man is there to knock that away. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And it's going to be second down. Now Murray on the play fake. That pass is complete to McBride. Nothing doing there as he gets out of bounds back at the line. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a third and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that play good enough for a first. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
He brings it in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Now Murray. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
McManus sends it through. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Set to return, this is Braxton Berrios. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Dolphins are back on offense. Tua Tagovailoa out there once again. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. 1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
He's trying to go deep again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They send a man in motion. Tua off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Now it's Jake Bailey, who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. Back to return is Patrick Peterson in a bit of a homecoming. Played his high school ball right here. Calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 34-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Cardinals football. 2nd drive of the game upcoming for this Arizona offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Able to hit Ryman, complete. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 41. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Pressure coming, it's Murray. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Tossing this out to Connor. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Looks like a gain of around 7. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. The Cardinals working here. Murray to throw here on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. And they make this stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And that's a Cardinals 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Taken in by Harrison. And that's good for a gain of 5. It's Kader Kohu up to make that play. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. From the 32. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Matt Prater out now to try to put up 3 for the Cardinals. He was money on his first field goal, Brock. His second coming a little inside of 50 yards.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Now Prater on to send it away. Barrios now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. 2nd and 1. Connection made to Raheem Mostert. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. They motion a receiver left. First down, here's Tua. Off the mark there, incomplete pass.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Here's Tua again. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Sliders from that 25. Here and here. And we're going to go ahead and dive into the video, but I want to cover a couple things, answer some questions I know.
Sticking to the air, it's Tagovailoa.
Right now in video, and then
no place to go, so he just threw it away.
Sliders,
that is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. He loses it on the hit! And they steal it back on the return. Oh, baby, that was sweet. They popped him before he could even get started on that return.
Imagine running down the field, navigating all those guys that want to block you. You get free, and I'm sure part of these guys on this punt coverage team came to wondering, is he going to wave his hand? Is it going to be a fair catch? Was it all for not? No, it was not. And they get a chance to lay the wood, and they deliver.
Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
Also, if you appreciate this content, if you like this style of video,
and he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
The big question everyone's SJ, you already dropped X.
Aubrey puts it through. And it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter.
My first sense,
inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Looking to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. We've reached halftime, and neither team can seem to find an edge thus far. 6-6 our score. Now it's up north to Orlando for a look around the league. We've got Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Kyron Williams, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we take the long trek eastward to Tampa, check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they trail the visiting Falcons in that one at halftime. Bijan Robinson, a touchdown run in that first half. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they are in a tight one, all tied with the visiting Ravens. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Welcome back to the channel. Today I have another slider.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Arizona has the football first to start the 3rd, and here comes its offense. And they could take control of the 2nd half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Murray here on first down. Makes the connection to James Conner. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball jig to break things up. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He's got him. That's McBride. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Throwing here, Murray gets this one to Harrison. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Conner here from the gun. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Straight ahead, it's Conner. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
On 2nd and 10, it's Murray. Harrison's got it on the sideline. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Conner on the inside give. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. They get 2 on the play, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Yeah, I get it. Fans will measure a running back's merit by touchdowns, yards, the fantasy football world we live in. But as coaches and teammates, Kate, they want something a little bit more. They want to see plays like that, a guy who will always get the short yards in a critical spot like that.
The throw is caught. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal. Operated from the gun. Here's Murray. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
McManus sends it through. And they've taken back the lead.
Kate, we know that every one of these NFL games, well, they can take a life of their own every single weekend. Some are high-flying with lots of points. Others, like this one, they're a grinder. And when you're in a low-scoring game, every one of these kicks is important.
Mostert on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. He's got Smith. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
This one's taken in by Hill. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Dolphins ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode. They trail to start the 4th. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Tua off the play fake. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Here's Tagovailoa again. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Tagovailoa on 1st down. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
This finds Smith. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. To the air yet again, Tagovailoa. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose. So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Sanders all set to send it away. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Cardinals offense making its way out. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. Ready to start this drive with Connor. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. From the gun, it's Murray. And that'll be enough for the 1st as they touch him down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They send a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Finds a man right side. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
This is reeled in by Wilson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense.
Encroachment, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still first down.
Now talk about a golden opportunity at an immediate first down following that encroachment flag. They'll run here following the penalty. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. They only get one, so it's going to be 2nd and 4 coming up. Now Murray on the play fake. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Passer, defense.
Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. Running it after the penalty. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Right back to Connor. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they'll get him down at the 7-yard line. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's the give to Connor. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Going with Connor here. And they don't allow a lane to form. Defense taking care of that play near the line. Matt Prater on now as we see how he handles this moment. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. That one is good! And late in the 4th, they have grabbed a lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
Mostert on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Here he is to throw. This finds Mostert. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. Man in motion here. Setting up to pass. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Throwing now. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. It's caught. This is Jalen Wright. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. So the Cardinals get to fly home as winners on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Miami.